Chelsea fans. Well, first things first, I've missed a couple of weeks. I apologise guys, I didn't have my camera on me. But this is what we have missed, and it isn't very impressive, as you all, I'm sure, know. We had Arsenal Emirates and we lost 3-1. I cried a few tears over that one. Secondly, we beat Bolton. It was a tough win. They probably deserved to win, if I'm to be honest. And I know that sounds sacrilege, but they played quite well, and we played very poorly for the side that we fielded. Thirdly, we drew with Aston Villa. That was a good game. We should have beaten the side. I think we were sloppy in the defence when we conceded that last goal. But that being said, it's the best goal line, most amount of goals we've scored in a long time. And we actually didn't look too badly on the field, and we definitely missed Ivanovic. Fourth of all, the Wolves, losing to the Wolves. I hate losing to Scott McCarthy's team because they're not a great side, and I don't appreciate the way they play football. They're thugs. That being said, though, I swore a few times after that loss. That was one of those things. But it's important to remember, guys, that we are supporters. We're not fans. We support the side through thick and thin, and we're there for them. Alright guys, let's go to some news. First things first, has anyone seen the article about Carlo Ancelotti saying he's lucky to still be manager? What do you guys think? What I think, I suppose, is that the two sides that have made the biggest dent in the Premier League, that scored the most amount of goals, that have made the most impact on world football are Arsene Wenger's Arsenal and Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. And truth be told, they've been there for a long time as managers, and I think that's an important thing in football. I think longevity in your manager, to build sides up, to usher in new players. I think this is important football, and I think really, honestly, out of the last 3 or 4 managers you had, excluding Jose Mourinho, but Avram Grant, Felipe Scolari, the only man who's up to build a dynasty and who I'd want to build a dynasty is Carlo Ancelotti. So I think he's the man for the job. I don't like the way we're playing at the moment. I don't like losing just as much as you guys do. But let's give him a chance. Let's give him some time. I think there's a few other things that he could do. Secondly, Lamb's back in the mix, looking good. We talked about this last time. He's a great player. That back heel in the Aston Villa game was fantastic. He just knows how to make those passes that people don't expect. So that's good news for Chelsea. Praise the Lord, he's looking great. And lastly, I think what we need to think about now, guys, is other trophies. I think the Premier League is slipping through our fingers with every draw and loss to lower tabled sides. So let's go for the big ones. The Champions League. I think we've got a chance. I think if we peak just before that Copenhagen game and then push on through for the rest of the competition, I think we definitely can win that one, guys. And that would just make my year, make my decade. And lastly, the FA Cup. We can win that one. We've won it many times before, and it's a good cup. I think we're getting a bit spoilt by the many times that we've won the FA Cup. We need to realise how important the trophy is and how difficult it is to win, and how well we've been playing to win it. So that's a great segue into our next segment. And to Chelsea's next few big fixtures. First one being the FA Cup this weekend. Chelsea-Ipswich. Pretty big game. I want to win it. We can win it. Easy peasy. 3 big issues. We're missing Essien, Drogba and Cole. We're not missing them, but they have fitness tests this week and we could be missing them. I wouldn't begrudge Ancelotti too much for not playing them because I think we can beat Ipswich with a half-strength side. But it would be good if they played, and it'd be good to get Drogba scoring a few goals. But now, on to game week 22. Chelsea, Blackburn. It's okay, a pretty big game. We should win this one. Blackburn missing Everton and a few other players. We might be missing Drogba, Cole or Essien, but I don't think we will. I imagine they will be fit by then. But I think that we definitely can win this one. It shouldn't be too difficult a fixture. Allardyce plays pretty horrible football. That long passing stuff. It's pretty dangerous actually when we're pushing too far forward. But I think with the defence we've got, I think with Ivanovic back after a suspension, I think we'll probably won't have too much trouble. That being said, I've said that for probably the last 10 games we've played, except the Arsenal game, and we haven't done very well, as I'm sure you know. But we can get it. The only issue is that they'll be coming in with a lot of confidence. They just gave Liverpool a seeing to, but Liverpool on the side that they once were a bit like us, to be quite honest. But to a bit of fun, guys. Let's have a bit of a laugh because it's all been a bit dour for us recently. Let's go to the video of the week. This is fantastic. This guy does, you know that kick, that Cantona, where he jumps into the crowd to try and kick that guy because he's so frustrated and so stupidly French. This guy is a Mexican guy and he knows how to kick, mate, and these two guys get sent off and he just knocks this dude out. So check this out. This is the video of the week. crap. That guy just kicked that guy in the neck. That was awesome. I'm not promoting it in football. I don't like violence in football. But when it happens, I'm going to laugh, and you're going to laugh, and we're going to love it. So let's move on from there and lock those away in their mind. Mexican guy kicking other Mexican guy. Fantastic. Last things last. This thing here is one of my favourite things to read. It's the Champions magazine. I'm not plugging it because I think I'm getting paid by them or anything stupid like that. Seriously, it's an awesome magazine. They don't treat you like an idiot. There's no like stupid player profiles or what did you do when you were 12. It's serious football for serious football fans, and that's what we are, guys. Alright, this is Chris signing off. Chelsea Till I Die video blog. #1 in all the country of Slovenia, I think. I'm not sure, I don't know, I lied just then. But I'll catch you guys later. Big wins on the weekend, big wins next week. I'll see you next Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit more about the Chelsea-Blackburn game.